yes.
People that they were excited that are going.
I know. Who's going?
Some of them that raised their hand that are going, they're not excited.
Yeah, and there's still spots available. And actually, at the end of the meeting, we are going to talk about hotel rooms and stuff. Okay, so not right now because not everyone's going, but at the very end of the meeting, we're going to have a little meeting about hotel room, carpool, all that stuff. Okay, because everyone has a million questions about that. So first thing we're going to do is announcements. We have lots of fun announcements going on, and then I'm going to have Leah have you do product knowledge, and then we'll jump into some training. So. All right, where do we even start? Announcements. Okay, one of the big ones that I want to make sure you guys don't miss is this Wednesday, I am doing a special leadership training. And who has already earned it? Do you know how you earn it? How do you earn it, Nicole?
By moving up a level or
You got it. So in one new agreement, from March 1st to March 15th, or you move up a level in your business, okay? And that's from March 1st. So you guys are not going to want to miss training from her. She is amazing. And the training that she has is very powerful. Very, very powerful. One of my consultants is adopted into her unit, and she went to this event, and it literally changed everything for her, the training that she's going to train on. So you guys are not going to want to miss it. So you need one new agreement, and it's going to be online. So I will email you the link because a lot of our non-local people, I want them to be able to join. So I'll email you the link. You can listen to it in the comfort of your own home. So it's 6:30 this Wednesday night. It'll only be 30 minutes, okay? But it's going to be powerful. And that you have to earn it, because here's the deal. Is you can tell me all day long you want to move up in your business. I want you to prove it. Because anybody can get an agreement between the 1st and the 15th or move up on their own, okay? So, and it will be recorded. So if you, because I know you have bowling on Wednesday night, it will be recorded. And so, but only those people who earned it get to listen to it, okay? Yes. You're not going to want to miss it. So, and if you want to earn it and haven't earned it yet, I would encourage you to do also the challenge that I have just for my girls is have 5 people just listen to the marketing plan between the 1st and the 15th. And I know Leah and Aaron have already done it and already gotten new team members out of it. And if you have 5 people just listen, then you're getting a free color item from me just for having them listen. Okay? So that can help you. What? Nope, not telling them who they are. She's the top director. You won't want to miss hearing from her. No, you don't know who she is, I don't think. You've never met her. None of you have met her or heard. None of you have met her or know anything about her. She's an awesome friend of mine. And very powerful training. No, you don't know her. She didn't even know. So she's pretty stinking awesome, though. Okay, so I know, totally changed your thinking. You don't know me. I'm just kidding. So, no, and then the other thing is, let's see, career conference. You guys know there's still room to go. And then our $1 million goal, obviously you guys know, whoa, what is going on over there? Yeah, we go back over here. Yeah, keep talking. There we go. There we go.
If you have not signed up yet and you want to go to career conference, would you want to go to career conference? Okay, if you don't know that you want to go, just trust me, I know that you want to go. Yeah. So, and Candace knows you want to go. So you need to find Candace because since she is so super special, she can save you seats. So give your money to Candace.
Because we have reserved seating, and we're in the top 3 in team building and in sales. So we don't know where we are in the top 3. But,
she's number 1.
We'll find out.
She's number 1.
We don't know yet, but we're just told that we're number 1. All right, told that we're in the top 3. So we don't know until we get there. But I will say, in case you guys didn't notice on Facebook, I will have to just brag about us that the last 2 months we have been number 1 in the nation. So good job, everybody. Good job. And okay, so more announcements. Of course, our goal is to do $1 million this year. And if I owe you a T-shirt, I have a whole box of T-shirts over there. Okay, so for career conference, especially if you're going to career conference, I want everybody going to career conference to be in the $1 million T-shirt. Now you have to earn them. You earn them by ordering 600 wholesale this month or last month or last few months or moving into red. Okay, so get those at the end. What else? Okay. Oh, I'm giving away $1,000 cash. Did you guys all get that memo? Did everyone get the memo? But it's when we reach our goal of 50, 40, 30. Okay, 50,000 wholesale, which We're already a fifth of the way there, almost even a fourth of the way there. So 50,000 wholesale, 40 bracelet earners. Who's going to earn their bracelet this month? Yes, every single one can earn. Everyone can earn it. And then 30 new agreements. 30 new agreements. So when we hit all three things, I'm going to give away $1,000 cash to somebody who can get excited about $1,000 cash. I hope you guys can. So we need lots of people participating. Okay. Pueblo Girls, I'm doing facials this Thursday and Saturday at 2. And then, of course, our facials here in the Springs every Saturday at 10 and Monday night, except for I hope that you guys realize that the Saturday we're at Career Conference, we are not doing facials at 10 or 2, okay? I would hope that you guys understand that because most people at Career Conference. And anyone that orders 600 wholesale this month is going to get a bracelet, and they're going to come to our fun girls' night out, which, who was there last, when was it, Friday? Yeah, Friday? That's when it was. It was Friday. It was fun, right? We had fun. They should all earn them. Should all earn it, and we're going to have a super fun game night this month.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So much fun that we actually planned it a month ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Second Friday of the month, we want you to join us. So, all right. And then the big announcement that I want to make sure you guys, oh, no, I lied. There's one more announcement. This is really big, too. But it is that Jamie, our adopted national, is coming to Career Conference. So she's going to be there, and she's doing a special guest event Thursday night. And I want you guys to do whatever you can to be in her space and to really just pack the room with guests. If you can get people there, because it is in Denver, but people can drive. I would get a whole car full of people and drive up there. And I would go yourself too, just to hear her story and Deb Weir's story. It's going to be really powerful. So, and it's in Lone Tree, which isn't that far from here. It's not that far of a drive. It's a straight shot. It's a little bit closer. Yeah, it's like South Denver. So it's going to be powerful. So that's going to be Thursday, the night before Career Conference, the 23rd. Yes, send people. She'll be out of town Saturday. We're going to miss you for Career Conference, but send people. Absolutely. Send people. I'm just throwing this out there because I just decided to right now. Any guests that you have come, I'll give them $25 of product, okay, because I want them there. So bribe people to get there. You're going to want to get potential people there, I promise. And you could even go earlier, like Jamie trains her people to go up, and I guarantee that Jamie will have some people from her area come and do this. They fly in early, and they're there for like several hours beforehand, and they just go meet people out and about and tell them, hey, we're having this awesome event tonight. You want $25 of free product? Come show up. Like, we could all go do that. I'm like, that's a great idea. I should go do that. We should go do that. And just go, if you want to carpool, let's all carpool and go up there and just blast the city and say, hey, we have this awesome event. Come tonight, get $25 of free product because it's going to be powerful. It's definitely going to be worth it to get people there and in her space. I promise you will recruit a ton of people for you. And how cool would that be to go to a Career Conference with like 3 new agreements just in the night before? Yeah.
Will you, are you going to post like the address if you want to do that or start doing it now?
Yeah. I did post the flyer, but I'll post again. And I posted on the website too, on our Courageous Area. I'll repost it with that $25 thing I just made up. So I'll repost it tonight or in the next couple days on the Courageous Area. Okay. And then, yes, thank you. People notice over here when it moves for some reason. Okay, then the big announcement that I want to talk about that we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about is hopefully you guys saw on Facebook. Well, first of all, you all know the Star Quarter is ending on March 15th, which is Wednesday, 2 days from now. And I posted on Facebook, and it was on In Touch about Glossy Box. You guys know what that is? Mm-hmm. And how this big, huge partnership with Mary Kay is? Mariana, why don't you share? You said some great stuff earlier today that I thought was very insightful. So she'll tell you about Glossy Box and what that means. Tell us, Brianna.
I love when I send you a boxer when I'm just talking in the car and thinking out loud, and then later you're like, hey, you should share that. And I'm like,
what did I say?
Now,
sort of very eloquently.
It's like, so one of the things to remember with this is huge. Mary Kay is a luxury brand. So think about, it's not that other box company where they send you, the cheap drugstore samples. That's not what this is. This is like department store samples. Like, they're working with companies that are on our level. So when you look at the price comparison, so they're going to get, some skincare, anti-aging, 1 month, and then the next month they're going to get to try ours. Well, when they go look at brand X, it's going to be like $500-600. And when they look at ours, it's going to be $205. So they're going to know, because they use this product, that it's all the same level of product, the same quality of product, but they're going to notice something different about Mary Kay. There's no drugstore brands that go into Glossy Box. This is all very high end. Mary Kay was very strategic in picking Glossy Box instead of the other. And I know there's like 1,000 different.
You pay for it, or
they pay a monthly subscription.
A monthly subscription.
And their monthly subscription is much more than the other one.
Oh. Yeah, because like the normal other ones are around what, 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah, no, it's more than that. I don't know what the exact total is because I don't really care to try. I don't know. I don't know how much Glossy Box is because I don't really care to try it. It's
Janelle will Google it right now.
35. Okay, so you guys, it's $35 a month.
So,
Jana just figured it out, or knew it. It's $35 a month. So for $35, they're getting like $50 or plus a month of samples for $35 a month. So they're looking for a high-end product. They're looking for good customer service. And one of the best things, I mean, I'm so grateful that Mary Kay gives us the opportunity to have the search engine, because that is over 30,000 women that subscribe to Glossy Box that are going to be given a repair set that's going to last them a week. After they've used a repair set for a week, do you really think they want to go back to whatever they were using before?
No.
Most likely not. So they're going to go on marykay.com, and just this past week, I've had 3 people find me through the search engine.
Wow.
I've never had that many in a week, but I'm just telling you, it's the combination of the magazines, the Glossy Box. Like, Mary Kay is working for us, and we need to work to be stars in order to show them that we're working. Because,
and we appreciate what they're doing.
yeah,
Because it costs you nothing. Like, they're putting the Time-Wise mini repair, which is what, $20? $12. They're putting those in there. It costs you nothing. You guys, Mary Kay is paying for all this marketing that you would be crazy not to stretch and finish for your star, to take advantage of this marketing strategy that doesn't cost you anything.
Well, the other thing is they're not trading marketing. Like, they're still doing Project Runway. They're still doing all the magazines. They're adding marketing for us. So, like, there's more and more search engine searches happening because it's adding. So it's only getting bigger. So you definitely want to make sure that you need to be on it, finished.
Yeah, and you only get entered in the search engine by being a star, which is how much? What do you have to have in? 1,800 wholesale. If you have $0 in, like, right now, which last week we trained on a gazillion ways to finish your star, there are lots of ways. The key is you. If you're determined to figure it out, what I have found is that you will find a way. You will find a way. You will go hustle on the street corner if you need to sell your mascaras or your satin hands. You will find a way if you want it badly enough. Don't go to the street corner. That sounded really bad. I did not go say that. But, I get it. How did you get queen last week?
I'll let you know. Like 10 times.
But the whole point is that you're determined, like Leah sold $450 with the mascara challenge that I had offered. It really is just about breaking it down and then just doing it and not stopping until it's done. So we just want to talk about, we want to make sure that this is a big deal. And like we said before, like, it's a big compliment to Mary Kay when we stretch to finish. That means we appreciate all this marketing that they're doing for us. Literally, they invest millions and millions of dollars a year in the marketing. So it costs us nothing, but you're going to want to get into that search engine. I feel like in this area, that you really want to be entered in the search engine. So hit your star.
I can tell you from being experience of a military wife, it is really difficult to find something in every new climate. And if they had something like what is that other one called? What is the cheap one called? Thank you. I was right earlier. I said that earlier on Fox, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so whether it was Ipsy or Glossy Box, like moving around all the time, I wish that they would have had something like that, because I went through so many different things for my face and trying so many different things. And you gotta remember, like, anybody who's lived here for more than a month, you know that it's hard. Like, when you first move here, your face is like, no, thank you.
What's going on?
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm done. So, just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay, she's done talking about Glossy Box. You guys
I
got
could
it.
go on forever
This is
and
a
say
big
the
deal.
same thing 10 more times, but.
Finish your star. That's the moral of the story. Finish your star. Got it. You guys all got it.
I'm not familiar with how the search engine thing works. So they search Mary Kay and then it brings up a bunch of consultants in the area, but there's this.
MaryKay.com. They go to, so on the Glossy Box, it's going to refer them to say, hey, if you love this product, go to MaryKay.com to look for a local consultant. And so then they'll go to MaryKay.com. There's a spot on there that says enter or search to find a consultant local to you. They enter your zip code. You get to be in 5 zip codes locally. Your name will pop up.
Okay.
You're a star.
So you get to pick
If you're
5
a star.
that you want to work in.
So previously, if you had a website, even with the
Have to have
zip
a
codes,
website.
your name would pop up.
Yeah, I would.
Still pop up.
It would.
just wouldn't be one of the top.
Yeah. So you have to be a star and you have to have the website.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any questions about that? You guys got the point? Finish your star. It's going to be worth it to come find a way. If you need to talk about ideas, let's talk. But there's a way. I don't care how far away you are. I don't care if you have $0 in right now. I've seen it last week. I talked about Laura Oakley. It's sat right here. And in a week, she sold $1,800. She had zero. She couldn't find the credit, but she went out there and hustled and sold $1,800 in a week. So it really, what'd you say? She did. She hustled and she figured it out. I talk about her all the time. So
She
don't
hustles
finish your
at
star.
work, though.
Yeah, she did.
She
Okay.
went to work.
So, got it? Any other questions on announcements, comments, concerns? All right. So, Miss Leah's going to train on, we're going to do some product knowledge. So, come share. You can come sit right here so they can hear you. Share your favorite product. Tell them about product.
Okay.
Product.
So I did this one on my one when we did Pueblo, but like there's no Pueblo people very much here. So, but this is like my all-time favorite. It's the Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. And like I refuse to do facials without this little puppy. I have not done a facial where I haven't sold at least one. And normally it's more than one, but everybody knows like the concept of this, or they tried it, or but it's called Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. It's for your puffiness, your dark circles. It also helps with allergies, and this is what really got me going on it, because I've calmed down now and I can like see and breathe, and it's amazing. And then it also helps with if you're emotional and really cry and you're red, and it takes that away. I know none of us in here, but if you know anybody, pass that on. And if you put it in the fridge and use it, it's like whoosh, like it wakes you up, and it's so revitalizing, and it's really nice. But I'll pass it around if anybody hasn't tried it and they want to try it. It just takes really little. That's what I love. I actually have to share a funny story. I have my
Try it on your hand. Don't try it on your. Don't put it on your.
yeah, because
Yeah.
cooties. So my history professor at school was having a hard time one day because of his allergies, and so of course I was nobody off limits to me. So after class, I was like, hey, I'm Mary Kay consultant. Would you like to try this stuff? And he's like, Mary Kay. And I said, it's not pink, it's green actually. And just hear me out. And so the next Friday I brought it and I said, okay, it just takes very little. I went through the whole spiel. I looked down for a second and looked back up, and he is such a guy because he went like this and was like, and I'm like, it's like, that ought to do you for a year, So he has like this goop right here. And I'm like, he's like, when does this kick in? I'm like, well, as soon as you absorb it, like, oh my God, like you have this.
He did this scrape it off.
Yeah, so I'm like, and he was like going back, and I'm like, no, I said, just take from this side now and put it on the side. You might as well do your whole face now, because geez.
Right.
But he loved it. So I stopped watering, and like his eyes got like clear. He didn't have red eyes anymore. So green hair's little history professor is now a customer of mine. Yeah, he has green hair. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So total nerd. Like, yeah. So it's an awesome awesome product. I highly recommend if you don't use it in your facials that you grab one, and I mean, because one jar lasts forever. So just throw this in, make a quick little snippet in your facials because it will sell fast. I couldn't keep them on my shelf. I was like blowing her up there, was last year, end of last year, and I'm like, do you have another one? Do you have another one? Do you have another one? Because I was selling them so fast I couldn't. So now I have like this whole row on my shelf is like just these. And actually quite a few of my customers will buy multiple because they want one on their nightstand, they want one in their purse, they want one in their office, they want one in their, so they'll buy quite a few just to stash them. But yeah, it's an awesome, and I've used it. It's taken away my dark circles because I don't sleep, and my bags, and all that. So it really works.
You use it under your makeup?
I've used it over and under.
Okay.
Yeah. When I forget, like during the day, because I literally carry it in my purse sometimes, especially with the way the allergies have been. And like today, actually, I forgot. I was doing a mascara for my little mascara challenge. And I was just going to tell you guys about this because this has been working really well. But I told her about this. And when she was in her truck and my eyes were going crazy. And I said, oh, yeah. I said, it's my fault. I haven't done my gel. And she goes, what gel? So I told her, I put it on. And literally in front of her, by the time we finished our little transaction, my eyes stopped watering. And she bought one. So, and I literally, I had forgotten. I've been so busy today. So I had forgotten. But it worked out really well. My timing was like, I'm like, watch this, you know, so I put it all on and then we finished our thing and then she goes, your eyes aren't watering anymore. And I'm like, bam, soothing eye gel. She's like, throw one at me. And I'm like, ah. So, yeah, so that's my little thing. And I just kind of really quick wanted to tell you guys about this. I was doing my mascara deliveries because I did the little challenge, a lot of deliveries to do. So I loaded, my, this little bag up. Have all my mascaras, but I also threw in our new lotion and our new perfume and the bag and my eye gels and eyeliners. And so with every mascara that I was already sold, I let them peek at this, sold like 6 more eyeliners, sold some perfumes and some bags, and just by having this with me and saying, oh, by the way, while I'm doing your transaction, smell this. Or put this on, or, you know. So, yeah, carry stuff with you. That's my point.
Carry stuff, yes. Yes. I love it. And that's a great way to upsell, you know, that you know, that mascara sale now can turn into a, you know, a perfume and get them on more products. And the
That's my
eyeliner.
obsession right now is that perfume. I absolutely love our new perfume. So,
Do you mind passing it around? I think everyone needs to smell that new perfume. Because, and then show them at the body lotion or the cute little shimmery stuff. That's so stinking cute.
If anybody hasn't seen the bag, that's the bag. They get so cute. Isn't that cute?
That's a gift with purchase, though.
Yeah. So when they buy the perfume for $36, they have the option of buying this for $5, which is amazing.
It's super cute.
It's just the perfume for $36.
Purchase with the purchase.
Yeah, now, if you buy the perfumes and you have this and you want it, you can. But I tell them the same thing. Like, you buy the perfume, you can have this for $5. And that for $5 is amazing.
Yeah.
One of my friends was like,
Super
can I buy that on its own? And I'm like, no, you
You gotta buy perfume.
Yep. You got to buy the perfume.
Yep. And the only thing I'll do, and the lotion is $20 and the gel is $20. And so I've also been bundling. And so if they buy the perfume, the lotion, and the gel, I throw the bag in. Because by that point, I'm like,
Good. Yeah.
$5.
It's worth it.
So that's a really good example of an on-the-go appointment.
Yep.
Because I know I get that question a lot, like, what is an on-the-go appointment?
Yeah.
When you guys start filling out your weekly accomplishment sheets, it'll ask you how many on-the-go appointments you did. That's what an on-the-go appointment is.
Well, and with this,
There's upselling.
with my bag, I tried to pick a really bright bag because the bag actually got, like people were asking me about the bag. And so that was my kind of way in to be like, oh yeah, the bag is blah, blah, blah. It's 31, but let me show you what's in the bag.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get attention. I didn't want to like do some kind of normal looking bag,
Right.
you know, so that helped too with some of my people in my class.
Yeah. Love it. So great way to make quick sales. Miss Leah's our selling fool. And so, and she's super busy. And so that's a way to make quick sales everywhere you go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks for sharing. Good job. You guys always smell that perfume. It's delicious.
amazing. I'm
It's
so
delicious. I know. Love it. Thanks, Leah. All right, so what we're going to train on tonight is something that I have heard a lot of people ask me about, and there's not much training out there. I know this actually isn't in my training videos, so grab a piece of paper, and especially for those of you that are new, I hope that this is going to answer some questions. Okay, so you guys know at our events, we always play the follow-up appointment game, right? We always play the queen game. How many of you have ever actually scheduled a follow-up appointment and done one? Oh, look, just a couple people, all right? So we're going to talk about the importance of a follow-up appointment and what to do at a follow-up appointment, okay? Now, before we go through that, why is a follow-up appointment important? Like, okay, so if you come and watch my facials, we always play the queen game, and every time I say their follow-up appointment, they say queen, or everybody else at first gets the whatever I'm passing around, and then I'm gonna have a prize at the end, okay? The whole reason I play that game is so that at the end, it opens it up and ushers it up for you to say, hey, we need to schedule that follow-up appointment. And I know that a lot of people don't, I know, a lot of people don't book them. And so we're gonna talk about the importance of it and what it can do for your business, okay? So first of all, why would you do a follow-up appointment? Shout loud so they can hear.
You want to get as many your customers on as many products as possible. That will work for them.
That's the big one. Write that down. If you want to make more money in this business, which I know all of you love Mary Kay, but ultimately, yes, we do want to make money. You want to get your customers, you want to build deep and wide customers. If you just do one appointment, they may just buy one thing, but you may have caught them in a time where they didn't have money, or they had a bad day, or whatever, that maybe they just got a couple things or weren't able to get everything that they wanted. That at a follow-up appointment, they're going to get to try more types of products, okay? That if you want to build customers that are deep and wide, or wide and deep, what that means is that you have lots of customers on lots of products. Some of us, like I know myself for a long time until I really master this, have lots of customers on one or two things, but not lots of customers on lots of products, right? And if you want to make really good money, you want them using lots of products. And I can tell you that first of all starts with you guys using lots of Mary Kay. And I know that not all of you in the room are using lots of Mary Kay. You may have one or two things that you're using. I literally use Mary Kay head to toe. Head to toe. Why not? You get it a half off. Everything you use is a tax deduction. That if your sales aren't high, it's probably because you're not using a ton of Mary Kay. So the first place to start is you've got to be using a ton of Mary Kay and be using a lot of these products so that you can be speaking from experience, okay? So Reagan brought up a great point of you want them on more product, okay? Not just the products we use at our first facial. Because if you look at our catalog, I mean, I don't even know how many products we talk about, but maybe let's say it's 15, 20 products that I actually mention at the first appointment. If you look at our catalog, there's pages and pages and pages of stuff that there is no way that at one appointment they're going to get to, that you can even possibly mention everything in there.
And if you
Okay.
do, they'll run scared.
Right, it'll take you 10 hours.
And they won't come back.
They'll be overwhelmed. That's the point of, if you've watched my training and if you do things the way that I teach you to do, I don't give them a catalog hardly ever until after they have purchased from me, because once they look at that catalog, your sales are going to go down drastically. They will get overwhelmed. They will be like, oh, I don't even know where to start. I'll get a lip gloss.
If they ask for something at their first appointment, like if they ask for a book at their first appointment, I give them the beauty book, the little short,
Skincare.
because that's all skincare. Because you want them on skincare.
Yeah.
And then real quick, I know we have a lot of new people in the room, and there's some products that we don't talk about a ton. Like when Candace says she uses Mary Kay head to toe, and I use Mary Kay head to toe, we have a body wash. Some people don't know that we have a body wash. Yes, we have the limited edition shower gel right now, but we have a regular line 2-in-1 wash and shave. Guess what else we have? We have a 3-in-1 cleansing bar. You guys, that's so awesome. Yeah, it says it's for your face, but I totally use it on my whole body.
Yeah.
Like my whole body. It's
even
the
comes
best.
with its own container.
It does. It comes with its own container so it doesn't disappear. But those are some of the things that you guys, when you start digging into your inventory and you start trying things, those are the things that you're going to start talking about, because it'll be something as simple as one of my friends one time asked how I got such a close shave. And so I told her what products I used. And
what do you use so everyone in the room can know?
when you need a really close shave, use a disposable razor and Microderm right before.
Ooh.
What?
I have never.
Wait,
Yeah.
Microderm your legs right before. But in case you miss any of the aluminum oxide crystals, use a disposable razor. But yeah, you microderm right before, and then use the 2-in-1 wash and shave.
Can we touch your legs?
Not today.
She didn't do it today.
I'm wearing boots, Tam.
For a good reason.
I'm wearing boots. I had a busy weekend, and I'm wearing boots.
Okay, so that's big reason right there is to get our customers on more products. Why else would you want to schedule a follow-up appointment? Pam.
Less warm chattering.
Less warm chattering. Who in the room loves to warm chatter? Oh, I know, baby, hands are raised. Yes, some of you are great at it, but Pam, explain more. Why would that mean less warm chattering?
Because you already have a relationship with this one person right here, and she's going to share you, hopefully, with the rest of her friends and family. So let her do the talking.
Absolutely. Yeah, and do you know that Mary Kay actually developed her whole marketing plan was on booking parties from parties? That the strategy of a follow-up appointment is that she is going to bring her friends to you. And that is going to be one of the best ways to meet new people is she already loves the products. She's going to get products for free for having this follow-up appointment. She's going to be very bribable and very motivated to bring her friends, right? And we're going to talk about that in a minute, but that's one of the best reasons too, is that you're going to build new customers by scheduling that follow-up appointment, because the point of a follow-up appointment as well is to have her bring her friends to you, okay? And then she'll learn free product for it.
I would say another one would be the customer service, the difference of like, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to mold everything you need around you, where you're not just going to a store and looking aimlessly at this wall of stuff. It's going to be more like one-on-one, intimate, like
targeted, towards her. And I think that's another big reason is you build the relationship with her. Okay, when you have a few customers on a little bit of product, you don't have much of a relationship with them. You maybe met them once, and they, especially if it was at an event or something, you didn't have time to really build that relationship with her. That you go to her home, you customize things for her, she's going to be a customer for life. Okay. Huge. That's huge. You're building relationships with her. Why else? Why else would you want to book a follow-up appointment?
I was just going to add to what I said before about introducing them to more products, but if they're already on product like the skincare, and after a couple of weeks or so they say, hey, I'm having issues or my skin is breaking out or something, basically what can I do? And that follow-up appointment can be, okay, well, let's change up the skincare. So you can talk to her about the Time-Wise repair. You can talk to her about the botanicals or the clear proof or whatever her skincare needs. Maybe, and you can,
customize it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Layering.
Yep, layering. And for team building, if you want to team build too, that helps layer with team building because she's hearing more about the opportunity every time you meet with her. Okay?
She's hearing more about the opportunity and she's watching you get paid from her friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So those are the main reasons. Good job. Okay. So here's a couple tools and things to help you, and we'll walk through what you actually do at an appointment. I have to say that I got this really cool thing from Darby out in Virginia, and her director is really, really smart, her doctor director, and she always has these cool things that I'm always constantly learning from. But look at these cute gift certificates, and I'll email these out to you guys. What this is something that you give them that day. So it says, enjoy a shopping spree of $50 that they can only redeem at their follow-up appointment. So at the first appointment, everybody gets this $50 gift certificate thing. It's super cute. You can pick whichever one you wanted. She says she prints them off on cardstock, so it's like an actual gift certificate. And it says, enjoy a shopping spree when you share your follow-up appointment with 3 or more adult girlfriends. They'll get $50 for free. Now, you can do it a lot of different ways. You can choose how you want to operate it, but we're going to talk about hostess coaching and make sure that you understand how if this freaks you out, then there's a problem, because this will make you lots of money to give her this much product for free. If you're nervous about it, you could add your own stipulation in there where it'd be like 75 for 25. She has to purchase $75 of product and she would get it for 20 or 25 or whatever. You get to choose that. But I think this was a brilliant idea. She said it has drastically improved her holding ratio of follow-up appointments. When she actually gives it to everybody there, they get this cardstock thing, and basically it says, that you can only redeem it at a follow-up appointment. I don't think you can change the amount. It's a PDF. So
okay.
I don't think it's you can make your own, but it's super cute.
You could probably change this one's on a white background, so if you wanted to, you could probably change the amount on this one. But I mean, when you think about it, guys, you're giving her $50
$25
of free product. So 50 of free product costs you 25, and you're guaranteed an appointment with 4 people.
That's true.
Your hostess plus 3.
You're minimally, the company average is 50. You'd be selling $200 minimally, but probably you'd be selling a lot more. And you're going to be hostess coaching it. So we'll talk about that in a second to make sure that you get 3 people that you have built a relationship with. Does that make sense? So don't be afraid to give away product, you guys. That's why, having inventory is such a good thing, because the more you have, the more you can give, and the more money you're going to be making in the long run as well. So that's a good reason to be really increasing that as well, so that you can give it, right? But don't be afraid to give away that amount.
When you give away product, she's going to use it because it was free. And she's not going to be stingy with it. When you give away a satin hands to somebody, they're sharing it with all their friends. Leah, look at this. I totally got it for free for having a party. Check it out. She's selling it for you. Whatever you're giving away for free, she's totally sharing with her friends. I've given microderms away as hostess credits and sold 3 microderms at the party because I gave it to the hostess, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you gave this to me. This is my favorite. And then every single other person at the party got one, and they never even tried it. Yeah. I don't even know if I talked about it at that party, because I remember Shay was just like, blah, 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 about it, so I just let it go.
And you're giving her that product for free, but she's going to come back later and get hooked on it and be paying full price, okay? Right. So you got to give to get in any business for sure. But if you're struggling with booking follow-up appointments, that's a great, cool little tool. And then it reminds you, and it's accountability for you. She hands them out every time at the beginning when she explains it. And so then it's accountability for you to actually book it, right? So they can only hold it. Give them a time limit? That's up to you. But I don't like to book more than 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
I just got that like last week. So I had just done that. But I don't like to book out more than 2 weeks.
I always tell them that I want to see, like, when I'm booking their follow-up appointments, literally the words I say after the sale is closed, after receipt is handed to her, money's done, I say, okay, great. So what did you want to try at your follow-up appointment? And then she'll tell me what she wants to try. We've gone over stuff. If she's silent about like, well, did you want to try some more skincare? Or are you interested in perfumes? Or did you want to do more of like a one-on-one color look? And figure out what she wants to try. And then at that point, then we book it for 2 weeks. And the reason, and I tell her, I say, hey, I don't want to go any further out than that, because you just tried something new on your face today, and I want to make sure that your face is good. Like, that's my job. I want to make sure your face is good. Because then even if they didn't buy something, they still tried something new on their face, and you want to see them again.
Okay, cool. So there you go. That's a fun little tool. What do you do at a follow-up appointment? You want to know? You want to know? Okay, now follow-up appointment is completely customizable to you, and I will tell you that it varies depending on your inventory and what you have to demo. If you have just the starter kit, fall appointment isn't going to look much different. Okay. So as you build your inventory, you can be demoing different things. Okay. Now I started out demoing the same products that I was using myself, like the microderm. I think the microderm is a very simple thing you could do at a follow-up appointment. Now in the starter kit, they actually get a little mini microderm. Now, this just me personally. I don't know, everybody does their appointments, however they want to do their appointment. I don't demo the microderm at my first appointment because I want to bribe her to have a reason to meet with me. So I do microderm at the second appointment, at the follow-up appointment, because I want to have a reason to bribe her, okay? So microderm is a very simple thing that you guys could do. However, here's warning about microderm. If you demo microderm, you need running water to do it at a house. So you could just go and do, and I would do a flat surface. And if you want to really have them see a big difference in microderm, just have them do one spot on their face, because then they'll be able to see the difference. If they do it all over their whole face, it'll be in their hair, it'll be everywhere. They won't get to really see the significant difference. I would just do maybe on the cheek or on a spot on their nose, and then have them look in the mirror and see the difference, okay? You could have a little cup of water, but you want it to be running. You want it to have, it's way too
needs
messy.
water. It can hurt if you don't have water.
It can hurt. Yeah, it'll hurt. Then they'll get red. Then it'll be painful. And then you're like, oh, well, never mind. Okay, so microderm, something you could do at an appointment. Brushes, she gets to do brushes, her guests don't. Liners, she gets to do liners, her guests don't. So you can do it a couple different ways. Sometimes people will go early and they're there 30 minutes beforehand with just you and the hostess, and then her guests come afterwards. You can do that if you want, and then she gets a customized look just for her, not the look cards. You can go on InTouch and you can enter their eye color, hair color, face shape. You can customize something for her. You print it all off with diagrams. It's all on InTouch, okay? It makes your life simple. You could go and do that beforehand if you wanted to. Me personally, what I like to do is I want to make a big deal about her at her follow-up appointment. So I have her do extra things that her friends don't get to do in front of her friends. So that's personally what I do at a follow-up appointment is, so we're talking about microderm. Oh, well, Leah gets to use microderm today because this is her follow-up appointment. So Leah, go ahead and try right here. And Leah's getting used, all her friends are watching Leah. So we get to look cards at the end. Leah gets to use brushes. All of her friends have to use the little applicators. Leah gets to do liners. Leah gets to do special stuff. Does that make sense? That, and every time you do that, I'm encouraging everyone else in the room to want to book their appointment so they get to try those things. Does that make sense? This is smart strategies for you to encourage them to book appointments, because if you haven't booked follow-up appointments, it's probably because A, you haven't asked, and B, you haven't really marketed it. And the big thing is probably you're not sold on it yourself because you don't know what to do at it, so you haven't even talked about it, right? That's probably the biggest reason. That's why I want to talk about it, because I've had lots of new consultants ask me, what do you do at a follow-up appointment? And there's really no rhyme or reason. It really is whatever you want to do. That's why there's no specific training on it. There's no script for it, because it's whatever you want to do. But that's just what I do, is I give special treatment to the hostess. Maybe the hostess gets to try, where everyone else gets to try the eye gel, she gets to try the eye renewal cream, which is way more powerful for under eye circles and puffiness. Does that make sense? So letting her try little things that everyone else doesn't. Got it? So you get to choose what you want to do, but that's what I would do. The other thing that I do at a follow-up appointment is I let her try a different skincare line. Just a little word to the wise. This is just my own 2 cents, but it's helped my life be much simpler. I, at the first appointment, only do Time-Wise. Even if she tells me she has super sensitive skin, I only do Time-Wise. Botanicals is a follow-up appointment. That's me personally. At an event, please do not be squirting other things in the trays. At our events, they do Time-Wise, because you're shooting yourself in the foot to do botanicals the first time. And 9 times out of 10, someone who tells me they have sensitive skin is really not that sensitive. They can use the Time-Wise, and 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to be fine. Okay? And you want them on the Time-Wise because they're going to get the anti-aging, and it's more expensive, and they're going to run out of it quicker, and they're going to get the benefits of an anti-aging product. Okay? So I have everybody use Time-Wise. It's just my own 2 cents. Makes things so much easier at every party. But the hostess is going to get to use something special. So maybe I mentioned the repair set. Lee gets to use the repair set today because this is her follow-up appointment. You guys at your follow-up appointment can try it. Does that make sense? You guys got it? But I'm not explaining because here's the deal. If you have a party and this person's using botanicals and this person's using repair and this person's using miracle set, that's chaos.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get anybody getting enough information about any of them.
No.
And when I do a repair facial, I don't talk, I read the thing. The cleanser has this isn't this. Like I'm reading the little thing in the little flyer that comes in the repair set thing. I don't know too much about it. I'm not going to lie. I know how it feels on my face, but I don't know too much as far as the ingredients. Does that make sense? So then you don't have to know everything about all of the products, and it will make things be so much quicker and easier and streamlined. You guys got it now what you do at a follow-up appointment? You see how it can be beneficial? You understand? Okay, are you going to start booking them?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
When you do a brush follow-up or brush party, however you want to say it, do you also include the
Skin Vigorate brush? What do you mean, like let her use it? I haven't yet, but that's a really good idea. I think that's an awesome idea. To have her use the Skin Vigorate brush when everyone else is doing just their hands. Yeah, it's a great idea.
And like the thingy she uses.
The brush head?
The actual brush
Yeah.
head is her.
Or you could give it to her. Give it to her, but what you gonna do with a little brush head without her?
It's a lot of work to do it like this.
Still gotta buy one. But yeah, or you can clean it with just the brush cleaner. The brush cleaner, you can clean it.
That's my question was,
Yeah, you just clean them with the brush.
like if we let the hostess use the brushes, we just have one set that we're
Demoing.
demoing,
Mhm.
and then we just clean them with our brush cleaner. We're good,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, and then you're good,
That was gonna be a
yes.
silly question. so
No,
I was
it's not a silly question. And then you can talk about the brush cleaner and you can show them, look how, you guys, how many of you have used a brush cleaner? Okay, half of you in the room. The rest of y'all, we have the best brush cleaner out there. Before that stinking brush cleaner, I never clean my brushes because you gotta get them wet, you gotta get water, then it takes forever for them to dry, and then they're like all moldy and gross, nasty. It's a lot of work, right? The brush cleaner, you just literally squirt it and it disinfects it. You wipe it off on a paper towel and it's disinfected and it's dry like that. They can use it right away. So what that does too is I'll clean it right in front of her, say, look how easy it is to clean these. Then I'm gonna sell brush cleaner. You guys got it? You guys have, but this only happens if you have product to demo and you're not afraid to pull it out of your inventory. It is a tax deduction to demo this stuff, and I guarantee you, you will sell the brush cleaner, you will sell the Skin Vigorate brush, you will sell the brush sets if they're trying them. If you're not talking about the brush set, if they're not experiencing how great those brushes are, you're not going to sell brushes. So if you haven't sold certain things, it's probably because A, you're not using them, and B, you're not demoing them, right? That it's very simple. If you want to sell more, you got to demo more. Us as directors, we have a ton of stuff to demo. We're not afraid to pull things out of our inventory because we know it's going to make us sales, right? You can also demo masks. You can demo so many different things at a follow-up appointment. So as your inventory grows, you can have more demos and more things to pull out, but don't be afraid to pull things out of your inventory.
Some of the things I demoed at when I first started, some of the stuff I demoed at follow-up appointments were the stuff that I wanted to try. So if I pull it off my shelf as a demo, guess what? I can demo it on me too.
That's a really good idea. A really, really good idea. It's a double whammy.
Right? Pull it off my shelf. I get to try it.
Actually, that was what I wanted, so I thought, well, I'll use it anyway. I might as well.
Right?
Sell more.
Share the love, you know.
I did that with the limited edition stuff too. At the end, I'm like, oh darn, discontinued.
Yeah.
Now it goes in my bag.
So essentially, they're having a party for you. Essentially, so you're not calling it a party. You're calling it a follow-up appointment, and then you're enticing them to get their friends there with the coupon, right? They have to have the friends there
They use the coupon.
for the coupon. Okay.
Choose a
so
coupon.
What if they're like,
Things will just follow up and like try new products. So just,
Yeah.
it's really
they don't get there?
Sometimes they don't want to have their friends there. I mean, I have a couple customers that are really embarrassed about their skin in the state that it was in when we first met. They didn't want to have a party. They didn't want to have their friends there. And some people are freaked out about parties. Some people just want that like that one-on-one time with you, which is fine. But yeah, they don't get the 50%. They don't get the $50 gift certificate. That's all.
Here's
You're calling it though an appointment. You're not calling it like Because I feel like I say party and they're like, oh.
Yeah, people can freak out when you say party. They feel like I have to get all my friends there and clean the house and have it be this big ordeal.
And think about, like, even before Mary Kay started Mary Kay Cosmetics and she sold Stanley products, in her book she talks about how there was like 15, 20, 25 women at these parties. And like, that would freak me out.
Yeah.
I don't want that many people in my house. Like, and think about it, when you're not in the Mary Kay bubble, not all women are this awesome. Like, they're not. So, and how many people do you know in Mary Kay that started Mary Kay and before Mary Kay, they were like, I didn't like women.
Yeah.
So by not saying, oh, let's book a party. Not everybody's into parties. They'll tell you, if you say, so what do you want to try at your follow-up appointment? They'll say, oh, you know what, I'd rather have a party. You go, oh, okay. What do you want to do at your party? Same
But
thing.
very rarely do they say that, like, unless you get a certain personality. So now here's one other point. If you're super duper busy, I would recommend that, this is just me personally, I don't do my follow-up appointments one-on-one. I will book them into an event or book multiple at one time. Because I don't want to spend time running around town for just one person. That's just me personally. Yeah. Like, I would book them into an event or into something where I'm getting to follow up with them, but it's not taking any more time out of what I'm already doing. Does that make sense? So I'll ask them if they want to book, okay, so let's schedule a follow-up appointment. Do you want to do your follow-up appointment by yourself or with friends? If you have friends, then you can earn up to $50 for free if you have 3 people. So I ask them, if you want to do it by yourself or do you want to do it with friends? She tells me friends, and I'm going to book a night just for her. I'm talking about hostess coaching in a second. If not, then I'm going to book her into an event. I'm going to book her into an event because I'm busy and I don't have.
When there's
Right. But for those of you that are busy, I also want you to know that you want to be smart about your time too. Got it? Because ideally, and most people, okay, so here's what you do is, if you're following things the way I teach you to do, we have them create a wish list. And at the end, you ask, you close the sale, figure out what she wants. And then whatever she doesn't buy that day on the wish list, that's what you're going to be enticing her with. So Leah, I know you really like that Satin Hands and Satin Lips, and you weren't able to get it today. So at your follow-up appointment, when you have 3 people there, and then you qualify them over 18, don't have a Mary Kay consultant, I'm going to give you that Satin Hands and Satin Lips for free. Does that make sense? And then I'm constantly reminding her, oh, she really likes the Satin Hands and Satin Lips. Let's really work hard on getting some people. Now, this is the important part too about that is, so then you book it, and then you have to coach her. It's your job to coach her. A lot of people will just schedule something, a party, and then just hope and pray. Called the hope and pray method. That is your odds of them actually bringing people are like super slim. That it's your job to coach her and walk her through, okay, Leah, if we're going to get 3 people there, so we can earn you your free stuff. You're always going back to what's in it for her, okay? And if you're helping her, it's going to take relieve the stress so she's not going to feel like this party, this big thing, and say, hey, I want to help you get the most amount of free stuff. So for you to get 3 people there, we're going to need to make a list of like 15 people. Because just to be honest, not everyone's going to be able to make it. And here's the other thing that she may ask. Well, let me ask my friends first. No. You pencil it in your books right then and there because you are busy. And what you do to overcome that objection is you say, you know what, Leah, I just know women that we are never going to find a time that works for all your friends. So you and I are here. Let's find a time that works for you and I. And what we'll do is we'll pencil it in, and then I'm going to have you make a list of 15 people, and we're going to ask them, and I'm sure we can find 3 people that will come. Does that make sense how I overcome that? Because here's what will happen. If you let her go, you are never going to get that. The odds of you getting that appointment on your books have gone down drastically. How many of you have had that happen? Where you're like, oh, let me ask my friends, and then you never get to actually pencil a time in, right? No, that's what you say is, you know what, I'm busy. I want to get you in my date book. Let's find a time that works for you and I, and we'll pencil it in. If it really doesn't work, we can reschedule, but 9 times out of 10, that penciling turns into an actual appointment.
Well,
Got it?
she'll usually make it work like with my hostess plan. If they hold on the original date and time, they get free product, whether anybody else shows up or not. So it's an appointment for me if they hold it, because I never have to give away the product if her friends don't come, because she reschedules because her friends didn't come and she wants her free stuff. So then I don't have to give that away. But if I give her, it's the same idea with the 50. If I give her $25 in free product just for keeping her appointment on that same day, and another 25 for having certain people there, it's the same thing as giving away a $50 gift certificate, but half of that is if she holds it on that date.
And there's other hostess plans you can do. Like here's another really cute one. You have to find something that you're excited about. Here's the key about a hostess plan. A lot of people don't have one. And so then they don't book parties because they don't have one. You have to have something that you're excited about. Here's a very simple one. I'll email all this out, but 100 for free if you party with me. They have to do all these things to get $100 of product for free. And I'll pass it around, but they get 25, like Brianna was saying, for holding on the original date. They get 25 if they have 5 guests who are over 18 who don't have a consultant. They get another 25 if they have 300 or more in party sales, and they get another 25 if they book 2 future parties from that party. Okay, so you're not just giving her $100 of product, they're earning it. Okay, they have to do all these things to earn it. And then there's I'll email this out, but then you're giving her this that day. Hold on. And then the other thing that's on this page is you're writing down that day with her the party date and time and details. And then this is her guest list. Okay, so she's literally going to write the guest list, and it's tips for success. It says, invite 15 special girlfriends to attend, knowing that only 5 to 6 will be able to make it. Let your friends know it's totally fun. It's totally fun and for free. It's a special time for girlfriends. Keep refreshments light. Plan to serve them at the end of the event. Don't forget to use the lookbook to get outside orders, because the sheet that I'll email you has outside order things. Because this is my business. This is a big deal. Because this is my business and I love what I do, I'll be there, rain, sleet, snow, or shine. Thank you for allowing me to count on you too. Yeah. So that's a little packet that you give her. Yeah. So you're in a nice, polite way saying, don't cancel. I will be there. I know you're a woman of your word, so don't cancel. Right?
You don't have to throw me in your doorstep.
Right. Exactly. I will be there. And then you need to be a woman of your word. If you say you're going to be there, you don't cancel. But this you give this to her that night. And then there's 2 other things I didn't print off, but one was a wish list for her. The other was collecting outside orders. So if people can't come, she could collect outside orders to hit that 300, right? So that's brilliant.
That night you're meaning when you're done with your appointment with her?
So
you're talking about the follow-up appointment?
Yes. So what that is okay, so at an appointment, you do the first thing. Even if they come here, then you close with them. And if you follow the closing questions are first you close the sale, figure out what she wants, and then you say, if you've been playing the queen game the entire time, you say, when you schedule a follow-up appointment, then if they're going to have friends there, if you want to use the 100 for free, you walk them through how they get $100 of product for free. Give them this packet to take home with them that night, so they have all the information with them in their hot little hands. And then the key is that you're going to follow up with her, and I'll email this out too. I have a hostess coaching sheet that basically says, okay, did you do these things where you're following up with her and getting that guest list? Because if you coach this the right way, and this is the conversation you have with her, and say, okay, Leah, I want you to make this list of 15 to 20 people. I want to get that guest list from you, and then I'm going to call each of them and confirm that they're coming for you. So I'm going to make your job so much easier. So if she gives me the names and numbers of friends, it makes my job super easy, because then I can contact each of them, and their scripts exactly as far as what you say, but basically it would say something like, hey, Brianna, this is Candace. I am Leah's friend. Did she tell you about her party? She's coming here that she invited you to the party. I'm calling to ask you a couple questions and see if you can come and ask you a couple questions about your skin. So I'm confirming with every single person. If they can't make it, guess what? I'm going to call Brianna and schedule an individual time with Brianna to do a facial. Does that make sense? So it helps you make sure that her party will be awesome. But if not, I have leads of people I can contact. Got it? I feel like you're going to say something.
I was. There's like a million hostess plans out there. Don't get overwhelmed. Pick one that you're excited about. I went through a phase where I changed my hostess plan, like, oh, that one's cute. Oh, that one's cute. Oh, that one's cute. And then I couldn't remember what I was giving away. Because they're all good. You just have to pick what you're excited about. So for me, I want it to benefit her. but I also want it to benefit me in my goals. And like, so like if your goal is to finish STAR and stuff like that, and yes, there's 2 days left, but guess what? There's another quarter too. So we're gonna think ahead and work through the goal. We're gonna finish this quarter and we're gonna work through the goal. One of the ways that if Leah's my hostess, I give them $100 in free product for getting $100 in outside orders. Or 200, sorry, 200. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds bad. No.
I was like,
I give her my first $100 of profit in outside orders because she's bringing it to school. She's bringing it to work. She's doing all of that for me. She's getting me leads, selling me product. And then if they're not people that are coming to the party, I meet them when I deliver the product. And if she's getting $100 for getting $200 in outside sales, she's not just going to get $200. Because she's going to ask a ton of people to get $200. She's going to end up with more than $200. So then she doesn't get the whole profit. She just gets the $100 in free, which really only costs me $50.
well, I would think that would be a good, maybe a good lead to mention the business.
Team building,
too.
absolutely.
Because then if she just did all that work and you say, oh, and here's 100, this is what you could have done by yourself, plus some, like maybe.
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
I have a question though too. So with that, the little, what's this
this
thing? I really like that 25-25, but I'm a little intimidated by the 100. Like I'm thinking, God, can I? So would you say more times than not, it's, I mean, because obviously if they're bringing new people, they're bringing more parties.
Very rarely do they hit all 4.
Okay. And if they happen to, then it's going to pay out.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing that.
Well, you're going to have one of them is $300 in sales, which
Yeah.
means you had $150 profit.
Yeah.
So the most you're giving away is 100,
Which
with
is $50.
$150 in profit, which that 100 cost you 50, so you still made $100.
Yeah.
And
Worst
it's
case
having
scenario.
5 to 6 guests there, so that's a lot higher number that they're shooting for instead of the 3.
Referrals and bookings and.
Yeah, and the 2 future bookings, that's a big deal too.
Yeah.
Because that's new appointments, new books. And also the first one, 25 for them to hold on the original date, that's awesome too. That's a huge deal to have people actually hold, you know, on their days. So they're all meant to have, to be beneficial for you.
I suppose you could do like a domino effect. So with the 2 that you book from her party, if you give them those little $50 gift certificates and say, okay, at this party you'll get this, so then they'll hold it.
Well,
and
and
then
it's
just
not
kinda
doing
keep
both.
going.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I was
No,
saying.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying
Right.
I wouldn't
Either
do
or.
both. I would do either or.
Yeah, but I'm saying like her people though, like
Right.
not
Yeah.
her, but yeah,
Yeah, you
just
could
to
do it
kind of
that
keep
way.
it going.
Well, and that's the whole point, is that you're booking parties from parties.
Yeah.
And you'll spend it's a lot better use of your time. You won't have to make as many booking calls and you won't have to do as much warm chattering if you're booking parties from parties. And they're going to be a lot more solid leads, because when you warm chatter somebody, she can be flaky. I mean, you don't know her, you've been with her for 5 minutes. I know, it never happens.
Never
That
happens. They
The
always
odds of
show
someone
up.
holding, that you spend an hour to 2 hours with is a lot higher.
And they know you're not crazy because they just spent a couple
And
hours
they
with
want
you.
product. So you're bribing them. Does that
They
make
know,
sense?
okay, I'll rephrase. They know you're not the bad kind of crazy. They know you're
Right.
the fun kind of crazy.
The fun crazy.
Do
They
you
just had a good time.
emphasize that it's 5 new friends?
Yes,
It's not
that
just
don't have a
people
Mary
that
Kay
you just
consultant.
partied with, it's
That's
new,
essential.
yes.
So
Yeah,
how do you
yeah.
work? I mean, how would you like? So what if you say, okay, we're gonna bring 3 to 5 friends that don't have a Mary Kay consultant, you get this. What if she goes out and says, okay, you all come here, and then Nicole's like, oh, I have one, and she's like, shh, just don't say anything, just show up so I get my stuff.
No.
Like,
You
how do
make
we
that
know?
clear.
Like,
You
how
make
do
that
we
clear.
know?
Well, you're
Like,
doing the
you're-
hostess coaching.
Face,
Yeah.
You're calling her guests, and you know.
Yeah.
You know, like if she gives me a name of people, then you're saying, you know what, Leah, remember how I said when I met you initially that we can't, you know, to get the free stuff, they can be there, that's fine, but to get the maximum free stuff, they have to be people who don't have a consultant and haven't been to a party.
And then you just
Or
hope that
just at your
everybody's
party.
honest and not.
Oh, when you show up,
You
I
just
mean, you
expect
find
them
out.
to be honest.
Yeah,
And when you expect them to be honest, they're honest more often.
right.
When you expect them to be shady, they're shady.
Mhm. And that comes with your, with your expectation and also your clarification, and then sticking to it, sticking to it. I'm sorry, they already have a consultant. I made it clear, I gave you the packet.
Oh my gosh, I didn't, and she's gonna say, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Guess what she's gonna do for the next party? She's gonna make darn sure that her friends.
And she's still getting other free stuff. She's not getting
Yeah.
that 25 for that, So, I saw hands over here.
So yeah, my big question and the thing that I struggle with the most is getting the guest list.
Mhm.
Because I've had several hostesses flake on me in the past where, oh, well, they just don't want to give their friends personal
Bribe them.
information.
Bribe them with something. I would say maybe give her free mascara, free lip gloss if she gets you that guest list within 48 hours of
And
meeting her.
don't make it
Extra bribery.
don't make it
Have
a
them come
question.
too.
Like the question that I asked them is did you want to text me your guest list or do you want to screenshot it?
Not do you want to send me your guest list?
Do you want to text it or email it? Do you want ask them a question where they're gonna answer
They
you,
have to give you.
but both answers get you the guest list.
Right.
And here's the deal too, is that if you have to know that you're wanting that guest list so you can benefit her.
Right.
And that's the thing that most consultants don't do. If they don't explain why the guest list is important, then she's gonna be like, because I just want my friend's numbers. No. Reagan, I want to get you the most amount of free stuff at this party. So to do that, I need this guest list and I'll do all the work for you.
And I'll make sure we're getting good products on them.
Right.
Well,
And you
she
tell them
wasn't
why.
very motivated with
Exactly. If they're not
free products,
motivated, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
only hurting her.
and you tell them what you're going to be telling them and say, Reagan, I'm going to contact your friends and A, just make sure they're coming. B, make sure if they are coming that I have the products for their skin. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah.
And so you're letting her, I'm not calling them to bug them and, make them buy stuff. No, I'm calling them so that I'm prepared and that they can have the best time at this appointment, right? So that just goes in the conversation with the hostess. So good question. Good questions.
So it's not a question, but just as we're talking, it came to mind. There's that script out there that you give to the hostess to
Yes.
text out to where
Yes.
her friends actually reply to you, whether or not they're going to
Brilliant.
go. And then when you pre-profile, then you can find out more if they have a consultant. If they know about the products, more than likely they have a consultant somewhere.
Yeah.
And
That was
And
the
there's
thing.
there's
Some of
only
them are
so
like,
much you can do.
Right.
If someone
I had
is
a-
going to go anyway.
I had a party I did that way, and it was like a $600 party because I had her send out, and then her people contacted me like immediately. And were like, "Hey, she said to go ahead and contact you and let you know, and that I'll be there or I can't be there." And it was like a $600 party, which was really awesome. And all I gave her was a mascara for doing it.
Yeah.
And I had exactly that what she said, where someone was like, "Oh yeah, I heard you're gonna be calling, and I love Mary Kay. I love this and this," and I'm like, "How do you look?" Just to make sure. And if I get the, "Oh well, she moved away," then I feel like I'm in the clear. But yeah, I'm like, how do you know?
Right.
Well, I always ask them, I'm like, oh, you use the eye makeup remover? That's like one of my favorites too.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your consultant?
Yeah.
Because if you say, do you have a consultant? It's a lot easier to say no. But if you ask them who's your consultant, the name's just going to come out. Or they're not going to know.
Or
They're
they
going to
don't know,
tell
they
you
probably don't
Amazon.
know.
If they don't know, then
They
their
probably don't
consultant
know their
probably doesn't
consultant.
have very good customer service
Yeah.
and they
I've had
wouldn't
several
even
like
know how
that.
to order more from her.
Yeah, I've had several that are like, "Well, I have one, but I haven't heard from her since that one purchase." And then I
Then
kind of feel like
that's
it's
not-
free
yeah.
game.
It is
so I'm
free
like, well,
game.
that's on her.
If she hasn't, exactly. If she hasn't
My
heard from her.
My customers know
Actually, Phoebe.
that
was
I'm their
one of those,
consultant.
the bishop's cousin. She had one.
Just didn't hear from her. Yeah, all right, last question. We gotta get you. out of here.
When you said you call and you check out their skin, do you use that information for their follow-up appointment? So I know you said you don't want to use more than
Oh.
one skincare line.
Go ahead.
I at their first appointment, I only demo the normal to dry cleanser, but I will change the moisturizer based on their
Okay.
skin type, and that's why I ask. And my questions are so super simple. I think we have the same ones, but I literally just say, "Hey, I'm customizing for your appointment. Would you say your skin is dry, oily, or both?" And I have other. That's another day for the other.
Mine are really simple. I just say, ask them what type of skin do you have, and then I say, if you could change anything about your skin, what would you change? That's the big question right there. And so I just ask them that. And then I usually ask them, like, you know, what kind of color do they prefer, a dramatic look or a more neutral look? I don't know why, that's just a question, but I know it's give them a look card. So they get whatever. But the big question is, if you could change anything about your skin, what would you change? And I text that to everybody before an appointment. I say, my questions are always not, here's another little training thing, is don't ever ask them, are we still on for tomorrow? Never, never, never. Because that is a sure in for them to say no. You say, I'm so looking forward to getting together with you tomorrow. Do you still have the address? I want to ask her a question, but I'm not giving her an out. I'm letting her know that I'm looking forward to getting together with her. So these are my my questions that I always ask before every single appointment is, I look forward to getting together with you tomorrow at, you know, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Do you still have the address? And will anyone be joining you? That's my first text. After she sends yes, yes, no, whatever, I say, awesome. Well, let me ask you some questions about your skin so I can be prepared. What type of skin do you have? If you could change anything about, and usually I just say those two, those are the main what I usually say. And if you could change anything about your skin, what would it be? And I send her that text. Whatever she says, I say, awesome, I can help you. I don't care what it is. Awesome, I can help you. And then we have some great products for you. And then my third text is always, and this is me personally, and I've gotten tons of new team members this way, is before every appointment, I text her and say, oh, one last thing. If you get a chance to watch this video before we meet, I'll give you a free color item. And I send her my marketing video.
What did you say the second question was? I was sleeping.
Every single appointment I do this. And I have people show up. I have people show up all the time that will recruit on the spot because I sent them my video beforehand. You guys are killing yourselves. It's a layering thing. I'm telling you, I recruit tons of people that way. So first question is, I'm excited to get there with you. Do you still have the address? Because I do all my appointments at our studios. Second question is, if I could tell me about your skin, or the second text is, and I have all this all in my notes, and so I just copy and paste. Tell me about your skin, and then if you could change anything about your skin, what would it be? They tell me, whatever they say, awesome. All right, last thing, if you get a minute to watch this video before we meet up tomorrow, I'll give you a free color item. Text in my marketing video. 3 texts I send for every single appointment.
So how do you know they watched it?
They send me the password, and then when I meet with them, I ask them about it. But I don't meet with them until, or I don't even bring it up until I've closed the sale.
I think one of the things, like,
and then book that second appointment.
I think one of the things I remember being nervous about, and I'm hearing a lot from you guys in your questions, is giving away stuff is scary. You're not sure what you're getting in return. Like, what if they're not telling the truth about having a consultant? How do you know they watched the video? Those are really, like, legitimate concerns. And honestly, I cannot even explain that when I began to expect integrity from people, I began to receive it. And when I expected them to be shady, I gave away a lot of stuff. So understand that when you expect people to have a level of respect for your business, and you have that level of respect for your business makes enough money for you to give away $100 in free products at every party. Your business makes enough money to be able to give that stuff away. It does. And Mary Kay designed the company that way so that we had the confidence to be able to be more generous than any other company. And we need to use that. And we need to not be afraid of it. And Mary Kay also said to treat people with the golden rule. And that was something that was really convicting for me, that when I realized that I was being skeptical of other people, that was saying that I wanted people to be skeptical of me. And I didn't. So I can't tell you guys enough, like, whatever you expect from them is what you're going to get from them.
Yeah. And one last thing, very, 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 very important. I know Autumn's really good about this, is after they watch the video, you send me their number ASAP. You send me their number ASAP. If you are scared to give away a free color item, say, oh, if you, one last thing, if you want to get entered to win $100 cash, watch this video before we meet. Because I do a $100 cash drawing each quarter, and then you better send me her name and number, okay? Because I will follow up with her and get her entered into the drawing. Got it? Okay.
I always tell them, like, I tell them and I tell all my consultants to say this too, like, I just need to follow up with you after you watch it so I can get you entered.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They're going to call you to get entered. Like,
Well, and prep them. Like if you say, you know, my director, Candace, the lady on the video, is going to be contacting you. She's going to be contacting you just to get entered to win the $100 drawing. That way they know that I'm going to be contacting them. But then how that helps you is that I can close them and ask the questions that you may be scared to ask.
Well, and if you don't tell them that somebody's gonna be calling them, they don't always answer.
Yeah, so once again, just explaining it. All right, does that help you guys? Ready to book follow-up appointments?
Yes.
Make extra money and build lots of deep and wide customers? Yes. All right, let's get on our feet and with our empowering statement. All right. Okay, I feel like this should be headed over here.
But I feel a little close to it.
All right, ready? Say it like you mean it. I am great. I'm wonderful. I'm a woman of excellence. I'm a superstar. I will let nobody push my buttons. I will let nobody rain on my parade. I'll go over. I'll go under. I'll go round. I'll go straight through. Any obstacle that comes my way.